Hello, my oily friends. It's Lara. And yes, I'm in my car because today we're talking about oils on the go. And there's no better place to talk about them than in my car. So I thought you might like to take a sneak peek. Let me turn this off. A sneak peek in what I take in my car with me. And I'd love to hear from you guys. As I'm going through, I'd love to hear from you. What do you keep in your car all the time? What do you keep in your purse all the time or your backpack? So number one, every year during the holidays, doTERRA has, with our product of the month in December, you always get, or at least the last, 5-6 years, that you get a little ornament, right, for your Christmas tree. This one is just a ceramic oil bottle. And this is a passive diffuser. A passive diffuser means it's going to soak up the oils and it's just going to gradually emit those aromas. Now, I never throw these away and I never pack them away with my Christmas stuff. I hang them in my car on the rear view mirror. So each day when I get in the car, especially if I'm going to be doing any driving, I just add a couple of drops to this ceramic ornament, and you can change the ribbon or change whatever. I actually use a hair elastic hairband to attach to this, and I attach it to the back of my rear view mirror. Now, if you didn't save yours, or if you packed it with your Christmas decorations, no worries. There's a couple other quick and easy ways you can diffuse in your car. I highly recommend getting the Pilot diffuser. Now, I will tell you the truth. I thought I would save a little money and get like a car diffuser online from a couple other places, and they didn't work very well. They just didn't. A couple of them worked okay for like a couple weeks, and then they just stopped putting anything out. I've had this for probably 3 years or more, and it's still going strong. So it is a water diffuser. You see it has a little reservoir, and it has a cord, so you can charge it with the AC adapter, right? The cigarette lighter adapter thing. And you plug it right in there and charge it up. So then it's portable. I don't even know if mine is charged right now. It is, but I don't have anything in there. But so it's fully charged. But I kind of charge it all the time when it's in the car, because then when I get to my destination, especially if I'm out of town and I'm going to be staying in a hotel, I can now take this inside with me and diffuse in the hotel room or wherever I'm at, right? The houseboat at the lake. I take this everywhere. If I'm going on a picnic, if I'm going to the beach, I can take this with me. If I'm going in the hotel room, obviously I'm going to use this for good nighttime sleeping oils, lavender and serenity and things like that. At the beach, in the lake, I have taken this and put it on the picnic table with Terra Shield in it. So I'm actually diffusing a bug repellent blend, which is another one that I always keep with me in the car. But there's so many great uses for a portable diffuser. Okay, now if you don't have either of those yet, I know you want to get them. A couple other quick hacks. So this is a cute little diffuser that I have gifted a lot of people. It is wooden. It has a little clip on the back. So this actually clips to the vents in my car, the air conditioning vents. And so I just put a couple drops of oil here, and as the air blows past it, it's actually diffusing in the car. Now, if you don't have one that's specific, here's a great hack. Just get yourself some wooden clothespins, pin those, clip those right onto the vent in your car, and put whatever oil you want on the wooden absorbing part, right? I get the really big fat cotton balls and put a couple drops of lemon or wild orange or peppermint or a little bit of all three. Tuck that under your car seat or just in your cup holder, anywhere in your car, and it's going to act as a natural diffuser. All right, so that's how we diffuse in the car. I love to diffuse citrus oils and mint oils together. Wild orange and peppermint are great together. Lemon and spearmint are great. It's uplifting. That little bit of mint helps anybody in the car that might struggle a little bit with motion sickness. So that's my tips for making sure your car smells great and making sure that everybody in your car continues to feel great, even if you're driving through the mountains, which we have here in North Carolina. Now, when I put it on, I usually put a drop or two in the palm of my hand as well. Rub them together. We're going to cup that over our mouth and nose, right? Take a big deep breath. I call it ghetto diffusing. If I just need a boost of energy, if I need a boost of like, oh, my tummy's not feeling so great, I need to kind of chill that out. So that's a really quick and easy way to diffuse at any time. Now let me show you a couple of my favorite little pouches. I love the little pouches. So this is a pouch that I actually got from doTERRA. I don't know, I think it was like 2017 or 18. It came with a Mother's Day kit, but you can find these online. And what I love about them is they're nice and soft and protective. However, and I can cinch it together so it's a small compact. I keep this one in my backpack, but inside, look at that. It's got space for oils. And people are always asking me, well, if I could only take a couple oils with me, what would you take? For the most part, I take those top 5 or 6 oils that we're always talking about. Like, I love all the oils, and if I could take all 60 with me every day, I would, but we can't do that. So I choose the top 6 to 10 oils to pop in here. So lemon, lavender, peppermint. That trio, y'all, is amazing for all things allergies, for skin, for refreshment, for tummy taming, right? I also usually put in here tea tree. I always carry On Guard, especially on the go. I'm always going to have my On Guard with me. Helps to boost the immune system, keep me protected against germs and ickies and things that we're exposed to out and about. And then it depends on what else I have going on or my family has going on as to what other ones I might pop in here. Right now, I have lemongrass. I have some Digest Zen, which I don't use a lot, but one of my kids is very sensitive to elevation changes, and we've been driving a lot lately, so I popped it in there for him. Got my lavender in there. I think I already said that. And then in the middle, I've got my drops. Now, I usually carry way more than this, but to show you, the drops are fantastic for travel. If you haven't tried the drops yet, you're going to want to grab these. These are perfect for on the go. They're lozenges, and we have 3 different varieties, and I just dropped one. But On Guard, this is our On Guard drop. And this is really good for any time I want to boost my immune system, but also it's really good for a scratchy throat, if you have a cough, if you have some kind of respiratory thing that's starting to take hold. This is going to be really, really great, and for oral care. And it's got that On Guard in there, so it's boosting your immune system at the same time. This one, the brown wrapper, is ginger lemon. So our ginger lemon drops are specifically for digestive troubles, and it tastes really great, but this literally goes for any kind of digestive upset. If you have nausea, if you have diarrhea, if you have cramping, if you are feeling some motion sickness, if you've eaten something that didn't agree with you and you have acid reflux or heartburn or anything to do with the digestive system, these ginger lemon drops are going to be fantastic. And then the one I dropped is a blue wrapper, and that is our Breathe drops. Remember, all 3 of these are lozenges. You're going to use them just like you would a cough drop, but for different purposes. The blue one, the Breathe, is for, as you might imagine, all things respiratory. So if you're having any respiratory struggles or sinus, if you are in high elevation, if you are traveling on an airplane, I like to use the Breathe lozenges as we're going up and as we're landing, just kind of to open up my airways, to help my ears clear. It really does help. Okay, so that's my first little pouch. This is my second little pouch. I like this one because it sits, I don't know if you can see it, but it sits on a table or it sits on a counter. So when I go into the hotel or wherever I'm staying, I take this with me and I just set it on the counter. This is a really great one for rollers. Rollers are fantastic for travel. So as much as we love our regular 15 ml bottles, they can be a little cumbersome, right? If anybody knows me, they know I've got past tense with me at all times. But right now I have past tense, I have Breathe because I had a little bit of congestive stuff. But these are perfect because you can open them up, roll them where you need them, quick and easy, pop the top back on, and you're done. Also, when I travel, I don't know if anybody else experiences this, but especially when I fly, my feet swell a little bit sometimes. But you know, we're sitting for a long time, we're not moving, there's pressure changes, and I never have that problem otherwise. But when I fly, my feet tend to swell a little bit. So I keep helichrysum with me, and I also keep copaiba. I have the copaiba soft gels or the oil, and I will rub those all over my feet, and then I will take copaiba or turmeric capsules. And then the sprays, I mean, you can't go wrong. On Guard hand sanitizing mist or gel. Now, why is this better than the regular hand sanitizer we see out all over the place, and it's every single place you go anymore, right? I'm not going to name brand names, but you know what I'm talking about. There are several brand names that are everywhere, and there are these hand sanitizing sprays, hand sanitizing gel. Number one, there's several ingredients in most of those that are not good for us. They actually strip our skin and kill off not just the bad bacteria, but the good bacteria too. And studies have actually shown that if we use a lot of hand sanitizer, we are actually exposing ourselves to more risk of our body absorbing something, because we're stripping our skin of those moisturizers, that moisture barrier. It's a natural barrier that our skin has to protect us. And number two, most of them use isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and which is an incredible sanitizer, but it can disturb our nervous system. It is not good for our nervous system. Thirdly, if that wasn't bad enough, most of them have artificial fragrance. And we've talked ad nauseum on this channel. I hope you're not using anything with artificial fragrance anymore. If you are, check it out, because artificial fragrances are very, very damaging to our bodies. They're endocrine disruptors, hormone disruptors. They can actually increase our susceptibility. So they're actually doing exactly the opposite of what we want to do with hand sanitizer. Now, On Guard hand sanitizing mist, by the way, by contrast, what do we have in here? We have On Guard Protective Blend. It is an amazing immune boosting blend. Not only immune boosting, but guards us from threats, right? The germs we come in contact with, the bacteria we come in contact with. And not only that, it actually is a mood booster. And to me, it smells like fall in a bottle, but I just love the way it smells. So no synthetic fragrances, all natural fragrances that are going to smell great. And this one actually has an extra ingredient, apple pectin, which is a natural moisturizer. So while we're protecting our skin, we're actually adding moisture and adding a layer of protection, okay? So can't go wrong with On Guard everything. Now, I also carry a beautiful roller, and usually like a floral roller, like a jasmine roller, and those are my perfumes. And I use my diffuser jewelry, and it not only smells good, but it helps keep me calm and relaxed if I'm dealing with any kind of stress. Now, can't go traveling without our number one boo-boo ointment, Correct X. Correct X is so fantabulous. This is an ointment, and it has frankincense, helichrysum, cedarwood, lavender, and tea tree. Those 5 oils are incredibly healing and skin nourishing. So Correct X is good for anything that pops up injury wise, right? So you get a cut, you get a scrape, get a burn, the kids get a boo-boo. But it's also really great for chapped lips. So a lot of times when we're traveling, we're not as hydrated as we need to be, and especially if you're in a really windy environment or a very chilly, cold environment. So it's great for chapped lips. It's great for cuticles, all the nail things. It's actually kind of plumps your lips a little bit too. I don't know if you knew that, but there's a ton of hacks for Correct X. And then I got my Terra Shield in the bottle, but I usually take it with me in the sprayer. So it is the most amazing bug repellent. Nothing else really works for me. I'm telling you guys, it smells great, works great, and I will now take this and refill my spray bottle with it, just straight. I don't need to dilute it. I'm just going to put this straight into my spray bottle, and it is fantastic for bugs. Okay, let me show you how I take my supplements. Number one, I have a very appropriate little pouchy here because my daughter just graduated from UNC Chapel Hill. Go Heels! So I've got my little Tar Heel pouch, and in here is where I keep my Lifelong Vitality Pack. Now, if you're a fan of Lifelong Vitality Pack, you know how fantastic they are, but those 3 separate bottles, having to open those and close those every single day, 2 times a day, we ain't gonna do that while we're traveling, y'all. We're not gonna take those 3 bottles with me everywhere I go. So get the sachets. The Lifelong Vitality Pack, individually wrapped sachets. It's 2 of each of the pills, and you can take these with you wherever you go. So I just count out how many of these I need for my trip and pop them in my little baggie. The other thing I have in here is my MetaPower Advantage packet, right? These are super easy to travel with, ready to go. And my electrolytes, especially with summer. Most of us are chronically dehydrated, y'all, and we don't even realize it. And whether you think you do or not, I promise you, if you start using this every single day, that you are going to feel a difference, okay? So I put these two together. I take these together in water. I just do the packet. I'm gonna shake this up and massage it a little bit first, and then add my electrolytes to 12 to 16 ounces of water. You can do more if you want a less strong flavor. And I'm going to do that every single day. It doesn't matter what time of day really, but this is so good for energy, for reducing inflammation, for the skin, for all the connective tissues. And especially when we're on the go and we're traveling and we're moving a lot, perhaps. We are on the go, maybe a little more than we are in our regular life. So you need that extra support. All those connective tissues, your muscles, your organs, your tendons, your joints. This MetaPower Advantage is collagen plus like 11 other botanical nutritive ingredients. Vitamin C, red something extract. Gosh, I'm drawing a blank now, but there's such good stuff in here. But one of the main things is NMN. If you're not familiar with it yet, go look it up. Google it if you have to. Go to the doTERRA website. It's like the fountain of youth. I'm telling you. When I take this every day, and now that I add this every day, I have so much more energy. I have way less headaches and pain and inflammation. I'm getting a little older, so I'm starting to feel all the things. But when I'm consistent with these two every single day, less pain, less inflammation, a ton more energy, sleeping better. So you better believe I'm taking these with me on my trips too, right? Okay. If you can see the way I keep my supplements, I just use the sticker caps on each compartment so I know what's in there. So you know the little sticker caps you can get to put on your essential oil bottles? I use that as a little label on each of the sections. And in here I have On Guard soft gels. These are On Guard Plus soft gels, which is the On Guard blend, but it also adds in there oregano, black pepper, and melissa. And those three are incredibly powerful, like some of the highest antioxidants on the planet. So if you are going to be exposed to a lot of people, especially a lot of new people, it means you're being exposed to a lot of new germs and things in the air, right? So I'm gonna boost my immunity with taking these. I take them a couple times a week, all the time. But if I know that I'm going to be exposed or I feel like something's coming on, I'm going to beef it up. So I'm going to take my On Guard Plus soft gels every single day. If I am under the weather and really actually sick, I'm going to take them 2 to 3 times a day. And then these are the On Guard chewables. And the On Guard chewable tablets come in a little packet like this. So I take my On Guard chewables, but I keep them in my supplement packet. And then I have the little packet of the MetaPower gum, and I use that, which is also an immune booster and a metabolism booster and all the things. Okay, what else do I have in here? Deep Blue capsules. So these are for pain and inflammation. In this one, you see I have 2 stickers because I have peppermint soft gels and Digest Zen soft gels. Now I can tell the difference between the capsules from looking at them. So let me show. I don't know if you can see the difference, but the peppermint soft gels kind of have a special coating. If you can see that, it's not quite as clear as some of our other soft gels. It's called an enteric, I can't hold it. It's called enteric coating. And the thing about that is it protects the peppermint. When you digest it, it protects it so it can move past the stomach and the acid and the digestive system there and get all the way down to your lower GI system, down to your intestine. This is where we really need it, especially if your digestive troubles are diarrhea or constipation, IBS. I have a friend who has diverticulitis, and when she has an attack, she says these things are the bomb diggity. So that's the peppermint enteric coated soft gels, and then Digest Zen soft gels. I also have my probiotic here, my PB Restore. So I take one of those every single day. And the top, I have turmeric dual caps. These are especially good for inflammation. So remember when I was telling you my feet often swell when I travel, when I fly specifically. So I take a turmeric capsule before my flight, and I also take another one when I land. and then sometimes another one later that evening if I'm still having any troubles, but usually that takes care of it. I've learned to be proactive. I used to not, okay? So now I know it's going to happen, so I go ahead and take one before the flight. And if they swell a little bit during the flight, I use, again, helichrysum and copaiba, rub them all over the feet. Terrazyme, this is our natural enzyme supplement, and this is perfect for any time you've eaten something that doesn't agree with you. And when we're traveling, a lot of times we're trying new foods and foods we're not used to eating. So you're going to want to have your Terrazyme with you. Take it with your meals if you're kind of prone to that kind of thing anyway. If not, and you kind of feel it afterwards, go ahead and take it as soon as you start feeling not so great. That's going to help just to digest that food and go ahead and get it out of your system. And then my copaiba. So I don't go anywhere without copaiba soft gel capsules. I usually take the oil with me too, but I love the soft gel capsules because they're so versatile. Copaiba, you guys, is very similar to CBD oil, but no THC, so you're good on any of those drug tests. And it's 3 times the concentration of beta-caryophyllene, which is the therapeutic constituent in CBD that's so good for us. Copaiba has about 3 times as much concentration. So what are you going to use copaiba for? Pain, inflammation, focus, mood, and emotion. So if you have a tendency to be stressful when you travel, or to have anxiety or feelings of overwhelm, copaiba is going to really, really help you with all of that. Okay, so I love copaiba because it's so versatile. By the way, these soft gels, copaiba, peppermint, digest zen, on guard, here's a hack, quick hack. You could take any of these soft gels and pop them open if you need the oil that's inside. So this is a great way to travel when you don't want to take your oil bottles with you everywhere. Like Tri-Ease. My allergy folks, take Tri-Ease with you everywhere you go, because you're always exposed to new plants, new flowers, new things that are blooming. And a lot of folks find that their allergies are either way better somewhere else than home, or sometimes way worse. So don't forget your Tri-Ease. And did you know, here's another quick hack, if you take your Tri-Ease soft gel capsule and pop it open, you can use this topically for a bug bite. It's really, really great for bug bites. A bee sting, a wasp, a mosquito bite, or a burn, all right? Because it has lavender, peppermint, and lemon in it. And those are the top 3 things that we use for issues such as that. And so you can just pop that soft gel open and, you know, get the oil out of that yummy little thing, and you're good to go. Okay. All right, all the sticks. Y'all, I'm loving the sticks. I love that doTERRA is making more and more convenient and easy to use things for us, right? So the sun line, the face and body stick. Y'all, this is 40 SPF, and it's so easy. Did I open this one? This is a brand new one. I haven't opened it yet, so I'm not going to open it yet. But you just open it, roll it up like deodorant, use it where you need it, pop your top back on, and you are so good to go. This is great for kids, by the way, completely safe, okay? Deep Blue Stick. You guys, if you have any pain, any inflammation, grab Deep Blue Stick. Take this with you wherever you go. Like, I don't have a ton of pain, but when I travel, again, we're much more active, and I'm feeling it sometimes now in my knees and my ankles and my feet or whatever. Deep Blue is the bomb diggity. And the stick is my favorite because, number one, so easy to use. Roll it up, roll it on, pop my top back on. I didn't even have to get it on my hands, and then I later accidentally get it somewhere else where it should be. Only have to do that once. But the Deep Blue Stick is also my favorite because it has Deep Blue in it and copaiba. Y'all, copaiba, I just can't sing the praises enough. You've heard me talk about copaiba already today in every form, the oil, the roller, the soft gel capsules, and now we have copaiba in the Deep Blue. I used to layer Deep Blue oil and then copaiba oil on top of it before they came out with this. So I was already putting the 2 together, and for amazing relief, especially for like my husband's back pain and things like that. So the Deep Blue Stick is amazing, and then the Serenity Stick. I want the whole Serenity system with me when I'm traveling because you got to get some sleep, especially if you've changed time zones. It's really going to mess a little bit with your circadian rhythms. So the Serenity Stick is amazing. I keep this right beside the bed because my biggest struggle is not falling asleep. I can do that pretty easily, but it's waking up in the middle of the night and trying to get back to sleep. And that's when I pull out, grab my stick. I'm going to roll it over my heart, my pulse points, inner elbows, behind the ear, bottom of the feet, wherever. It smells amazing. I would just like to take a bath in it, but this is going to help me get back to sleep and stay asleep. Okay. Now, I want to hear from you. So pop in the comments below. What is your go-to travel tip, your go-to travel hack when it comes to oils? Have a great rest of your Wellness Wednesday, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.